Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Wrestle Games On proudly presents to you another episode of WWE 2K24 Myrise. It is the real Michaels journey, and we are starting off big in this one. The two longest reigning champions in the current day, with Roman Reigns gone, are about to go no disqualification head on. It is Gunther of Imperium. We are, according to this game, in the age of Imperium, but Will Michaels is looking to end that here tonight once and for all and prove himself to be the man here, the most dominant in WWE. You have to say, at the moment, if we're looking at this though objectively, Gunther was already Intercontinental Champion well before Will Michaels got his hands on the Undisputed title. So Gunther at the moment, as well as we're doing, is actually well ahead of us in that count. And he's now the Miz's boy, so he's got everything going for him. He's got Imperium at ringside as well. And you just know, Will Michaels, he's going to be coming out here all alone, and it is going to be his title only that is on the line, not the Intercontinental Championship, as far as I'm aware. I can't fully remember, which is great because it means that I'm relearning and rewatching all of this with you guys. I don't skip to the end when I'm editing my videos. I do it segment by segment, so we are in this together as one. And on that note, I just want to say thank you, truly. As I've been editing this episode today, looking at my analytics and on the YouTube channel, and I cannot thank you enough. There's nothing really that I can actually physically do to thank you other than keep cranking these videos out. So that is how I am gonna thank you. You guys show the support, you show me you want this, I'm gonna push harder and harder to give you more and more of it and better of it as well. With that said, we have got very soon the lens moving more and more towards these universe modes that I've been talking around in the last few episodes. More writing's been done, more brainstorming's been done, more planning's been done, more recording has been done as we edge closer and closer to the end of these Myrise episodes. Universe is drawing in, and I am so excited to bring you unique content, stuff written by myself, so obviously that nobody else has got. I'm excited to unveil to you the new character that has been built for the NXT universe, and then we've got the fully fleshed out Raw universe that had a full start in 2K23 because I got to that game extremely late in its life cycle. It made no sense with the game taking such a huge step forward this year as well to continue that series on. But what we have here in 2K24, as long as Universe is around in 2K25, will definitely continue over. And even if it doesn't, I just may try and find a way to still continue it on anyway. It's something, as I was literally saying that to you, just clicked in my mind a possible way that I could actually do that. But anyway, I'm getting carried away again. Every time we mention Universe, I just light up with excitement. I cannot wait to get that to you guys. But for now, we're in Myrise, and it is a big match, so it's time to get focused up, Rich. It is Gunther, it is Will Michaels, and as ever, as much as this has been a boss battle almost like the Mammy v Pappy one in Alexia Lazara's story, if you haven't seen that, by the time you're watching this, that will definitely be out and it'll be playlisted for you just like all of these are. It is kind of a boss battle here, but there's an even bigger match coming up at the end, so don't you guys worry, we have got it covered. High knee to Gunther there. And let's not forget, this has been a no disqualification match as we went for that cyclone kick, but clearly Gunther has done his homework. Oh, and you don't want to get chopped by him. You do not want to get chopped by Gunther, and Will Michaels has just found that out the hard way. His chest must be absolutely on fire right now after being chopped by Gunther, but he still continues to push forward. Will Michaels, he's not going to let The Miz win this battle, because even though we're in there with Gunther, and we've been in there with Drew McIntyre, we've been in there with Kane, the masked Kane at that, we've been in there with all kinds. What it has been all along is Will Michaels versus The Miz, because he has never wanted, except for that one little period where we teamed with him, he has never wanted the Dark Horse. He's never wanted Will Michaels as his champion on SmackDown. But Will refuses to let that title go, and he's going to set himself here for that cyclone kick. And this time Gunther, he does not see it coming, but that is not going to be the end here, because Will Michaels has something else in mind as he cuts Gunther in half. And surely at Night of Champions we are going to remain just that, the champion. But look at what's going on the outside now. This has been happening all the way through this match. Imperium want this Age of Imperium to keep going, but Will Michaels is doing his best to shut that down. And there's no better way of doing that than beating the ring general himself. But Gunther's not out of this one yet, and you can see that here as he's got us locked in a crossface in the middle of the ring almost. But Will Michaels is still strong, still can fight that one off, but he's getting weaker and weaker. But Gunther is about to be blown away by the tornado, and his foot's on the rope, but it's been hooked in by Michaels. It's 1, it's 2, and it's 3. We have beaten the ring general, we've beaten Gunther, we've shut down the Age of Imperium, and we stick it to The Miz once more. Will Michaels does the seemingly impossible. He takes Gunther down, and he walks out of here still your undisputed WWE champion of the world. Congratulations to the big man, but you know The Miz is nowhere near done with us yet, so I just wonder, with Gunther behind us, where we go now, and we're not going to have to wait long to find out.
Cody Rhodes is still the World Heavyweight Champion on Raw, providing some stability after a tumultuous period that saw several champions come and go.
I don't understand why we do these recaps. Our audience watches the product. Nonetheless, I'll play ball.
You know what, that's actually a good point by Kayla there, but yeah, let's go along with it. Let's play ball like she said.
Now holding the undisputed WWE Universal Championship for 3+ years.
Wow. We've done a time skip here.
The champion stint would only last 3 days, and now he's approaching Roman's record-setting run. Unbelievable.
It really is unbelievable when you think of the things we've had to do in this title run. Wow.
The SmackDown and Raw general managers, The Miz and William Regal.
Wow, we haven't seen this since
first of all,
the first episode.
I take offense to the accusation that I
could be wrong about that. Let me know.
I know how to pick a horse, and in this case, I was behind the Dark Horse since day one.
No, you was not.
That's rubbish. You never wanted him to be champion.
Tell him, Regal.
You've done everything in your power to try to put an end to his reign.
We've all saw it. We've all experienced it. We've all been here.
Product.
That's what I've been saying.
You want to do this, Regal? At least I have a cohesive show. No one can keep track of what's going on Raw. It's like a freaking middle school play.
Guys, come on.
How do you even know what's happening on your show? You're too busy off filming episodes of your terrible reality show that no one watches.
Get him, Regal.
You're better than me because you've made a living on the myth that you're some kind of technical wrestling genius. Well, I'm here to tell you, no one who matters cares.
I agree with some of what you said. I am better than you. That's why they made me the general manager of the A Show.
Okay, maybe we take a break, yeah?
No, we're not finished here.
Miz cannot let Regal or anybody else for that matter have the last word.
But we can officially answer that question in the ring at Survivor Series. War Games!
And that is what I was talking about earlier.
SmackDown will see you and beat you at War Games. You're pathetic.
We'll see who's pathetic, mate.
Okay, let's get to that break.
Wow,
I
War
am absolutely
Games.
done with that overrated, blubbering British buffoon Regal. He thinks Raw is better than SmackDown? Well, at War Games, the blue brand will reign supreme, especially with you as our team captain leading the way.
Hold on. Did you just name me SmackDown's team captain?
Yeah, why wouldn't I? You're our champion. You've had the title on lockdown for years now.
Despite what you've done to
despite
stop
everything
it.
you've done to try to take
Took the
it from
words
me.
out my own character's mouth.
I assumed you were going to pick anyone but me.
Where is this coming from? You sound like Regal. I've been Team Dark Horse since the beginning. Man, I am shocked you think I feel that way.
Whatever, Miz. Who else do you have to round out our side?
I got your old rival Seth Rollins on board. But I figured I'd let you choose your other two teammates. See? Told you I'm on your side.
Right. So Seth and two other partners of my choice. I'll see what I can come up with.
Great.
And this is a
Make sure
good
you
time
choose
for me to
carefully,
jump
though,
in here, guys.
since
I've
Raw
done
has
all of the
champions and an
grinding
established faction making
to
up
get
3/4 of the
every
team. But no
potential
pressure. You
teammate
got this.
possible off camera. And this here, if you want to pause it, is
I
what
like
I've
the group I've
selected
assembled.
for our team. There's
Team
myself,
SmackDown is
Seth
ready for War
Rollins,
Games and whatever
LA
else
Knight,
Miz
and
has
Stone
planned.
Cold Steve Austin. I mean, I just
Good.
don't see how
I'll
Raw
let the boss
can
know.
put a better team than that together. And there is Stone Cold, and there is LA Knight, and we're getting the jump on someone from Raw here backstage. Gallows and Anderson. Anderson being beaten down, and Big Luke has come and put a stop to that as Cody has had another successful title defense, it would seem, on Raw, starting to start his own little run, it would seem now, with that World Championship. And let's not forget Seth Rollins, when this game was released, was the World Champion, so Cody technically has his title. I don't know if he can't have beat Seth for it, because Seth's been on SmackDown with us. So I don't really understand or know what's going on there, but we have surrounded the ring here, and Cody Rhodes finds himself in a whole lot of trouble, but he's going to go down swinging, Cody, and here comes Team Raw now, and this is what we are up against at War Games. We have got AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson, so it's Cody Rhodes and the OC, really. And I would say that we've probably got the better team now. I mean, you'll have your own opinion on that. Again, leave it in the comments box. We got cheap shotted by Cody, and no, we've just leveled William Regal. Our mentor in this series has just gone down literally at our right hand as we back out of the ring now, and that is extremely unfortunate. Wow, we punched Regal in the mouth. The one guy who has had our back all the way through this series is William Regal, and Cody Rhodes cheap shots us. We retaliate, and Regal just happens to be in the way. Have we just lost our mentor here?
We did what Miz asked, and honestly, it didn't turn out that great. I never wanted to assault William Regal.
What do you mean? It was must-see TV! Especially the part when you nailed Regal. Good stuff, pal.
Whatever. So what does our genius GM have planned next? And where is he even? I haven't seen him anywhere since I got to the building.
Well, with, tensions escalating and who knows how Raw would retaliate, Miz thought it was better if he stayed home this week.
Of course
So,
he did. So he's
ran
running
away
away once again.
Got it.
Look, what's more important is Regal is sending AJ Styles here for a War Games preview match.
Oh, wow.
And Miz has so much confidence in his team captain that he wants you to decide who should fight Styles.
Interesting.
Okay. And you want my decision now?
Yes, And Miz also said if you make the wrong call and we lose, then it's completely on you.
Of course.
So choose wisely.
Well, that means surely that we're gonna have to do it ourselves. Are we gonna get screwed here, though?
Good. I'll let the boss know.
Every time Troy says he'll let the boss know, something bad ends up happening. But we're in the deep waters of this match with AJ, and as yet, all is good. We haven't been screwed as we hit that big cyclone kick on AJ Styles, and we've knocked him out. It looks like here it's 1, it's 2, but he kicks out. Styles kicks out. Unbelievable heart there shown by Styles, who's trying to rep for Raw, of course, and show that he's going to be a threat in the War Games match. But this, AJ Styles, is what you have got to look forward to. Go and send that message back to Raw as he falls, as everyone and everything does, to Will Michaels, to the Tornado, and our winning run keeps on. And obviously we have not been screwed, which I am glad to report. It makes a nice damn change. I thought maybe we'd lose there to keep the story going, but no, we're going to be allowed to go and take this win, take the fight to Raw, and build some momentum as we head into the one and the only match that is War Games. But look who is back.
We all get our checks from the same place.
What?
It's
Next
true.
You're gonna tell me
It is
we weren't
actually true.
Gonna get married.
It's all WWE at the end of the day.
Seriously, though.
I know. You're not wrong.
This is just what Will would have wanted, to be honest, before
Especially
such a
since
big
it all
match.
started because Regal
To see
hurt
the
his
woman
feelings
that
on
I
a
still
talk show.
believe he's in love with. Maybe it's had time to pass now, who knows?
Right? But now it's gotten personal with Cody nailing me with that cheap shot and then everything with Regal. So you can criticize how we got here all you want. But when we step inside those cages, I'm going to make sure my team does whatever it takes to survive.
Understood. Well, even though technically we're on opposite sides, mind if I bum a ride to the building?
Sure. Anything for my fiancé.
No, he still got it bad. He still got it bad. 3 years as world champion, but he just can't say no to Gigi. But now it's time to put all of that aside because it is time for War Games, and this is gonna be some match. Here are the rules, as though we need them. I'm gonna leave them up anyway, just in case. 2 teams will be obviously going at it, is basically the top and bottom of it there. They'll come down at regular intervals in the match. There'll be no tags. The first member in, obviously their team's going to have the advantage for the whole match. The match doesn't officially start until everybody is in the cage, and if somebody goes over the cage, they forfeit the match for their entire team, so I wouldn't expect to see that happen. But with all the preliminaries out the way, it is time to bring down the competitors, and first, of course, is going to be the captain of Team SmackDown. It is the 3 years plus reigning, defending, conquering, undisputed WWE champion of the world. It is the one, the only Will Michaels. Is he still a dark horse? I'm not sure. I think we've got the better team in this match, if I'm being completely honest. That could be biased. You guys let me know what you think. But there we go, as we raise what has become our title. Like, for real, no one can get it off us in the air. And we are now about to enter the double ring, the double cages, the War Games arena here at Survivor Series. And a big task. Lot of pressure on this man's shoulders. Cody Rhodes, of course, is going to be in this match. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We've not managed to beat Cody yet, officially. We beat him, of course, to win the championship, but that has that asterisk over it, whether Will likes it or not. And then we went to put that to bed the very next night on Raw at the very beginning of this series. But that, of course, was interrupted. And now comes the phenomenal AJ Styles, leader of the OC, and potentially a leader, I won't say the leader. I assume that will go to, of course, Cody Rhodes, but this man has to be considered one of the best to ever do it. The longevity's there, he's innovative in style, he can fly high, he can do submission, he's got a bit of everything. AJ, he's quick, he's strong, he's got his own innovative style, and he's had championships wherever he's gone. So yeah, you could put him up against anybody, like I say, and I think he's got a good shout of being the best, one of the best, I should say, to ever do this thing. So the fact that he's starting this match as well goes to show that the Raw team's not a joke. I just think that our team is better, and again, I could be biased with that, but anyway, it's time to forget about all that now, because again, we're in the deep waters of this match, and we join it here because look at LA Knight. For a second I thought he was going to try and climb out the cage, but he jumped straight off the top of it against the prone AJ Styles. And look in the left ring there, we are awaiting their next member. We have got ourselves in here, of course, we've got LA Knight in here and Seth Rollins in here. At the moment, Raw only have AJ Styles and Luke Gallows, but that is about to change as Carl Anderson is making his way around to the cage door, and we're ready to meet him here with the big stop sign and welcome to War Games, Carl Anderson. And in the other ring, LA Knight is taking care of big Luke Gallows with the help of Seth freaking Rollins. We've body slammed, scoop slammed Carl Anderson as we are trying to wear him down, just in case he goes over to where the rest of our team is. Big powerbomb there. So much going on, it is hard to keep track of it all right now. Seth goes for the stomp on Gallows, wearing him out, if I can get my words out, but Styles is there, as he always is, to pick up the pieces for Team Raw. We hit the Impaler on Anderson, but remember, as much punishment as gets dished out, you can't even go for a cover or a submission, because if you do, it won't count anyway. This match cannot start until both Stone Cold Steve Austin, I can't quite believe I'm saying that, but Stone Cold Steve Austin and Cody Rhodes have to enter this match before it can even officially begin. And maybe being a bit biased here, I like the fact that we're in there mixing it up, getting it done with our team, while the captain of Raw is the last man to enter this match. Going to show there are two different kinds of people. Did you see the strength that we had just shown there as we just completely launched Luke Anderson from one ring to the other, and now things do not look good for AJ Styles as we have him on our shoulders, and we have got LA Knight and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the ring with us, but we don't really utilize that advantage there. Instead, we launch all of the other members of Team Raw over to Seth Rollins, who's over there on his own. Stone Cold's joined him now though, LA Knight too, and we are awaiting Cody Rhodes in the other ring, and it shouldn't be long now, I wouldn't have thought, before Cody enters this match. And then there is a lot of history that has got to be put to bed. Who is the better champion? Who should have won that night, that fateful night at SummerSlam, where Roman Reigns vacated the very title that we now own? We've got just 3 more seconds to find out, as here he comes. In the left hand ring is the SmackDown World Champion. Coming around the cages now to join him in that left hand ring is the Raw World Champion. But just as we think it's going to be one-on-one, everybody makes their way to the left hand side of the ring, and Cody Rhodes cheap shots us, but then gets cheap shotted for his troubles himself by Seth freaking Rollins, who Cody Rhodes may well have beaten, for all we know, for that World Championship. Seth's on the top row, lands the elbow drop as we once again launch Anderson from out of one ring into the other. We've now got a brawl going between ourselves and Rhodes. I think we've got this ring to ourselves. Seth looks like he's in the middle. Oh no, we've been hit by the crossroads. We've been hit by the crossroads and we've been beaten. We have been beaten on a huge stage at War Games by the Raw champion Cody Rhodes. Can you believe what we have just seen? Team Raw have beaten Team SmackDown, and it is us. It is Will Michaels that has ate the pin at the hands of Cody Rhodes. Was Cody supposed to be the man all along? I am gobsmacked. I cannot believe what we have just witnessed. All that history, and now, instead of answering all those questions, there's going to be new questions asked about us and our title reign. That has completely and utterly shocked me, stunned me, whatever you want to say. And with that, I think it's a good time to leave this episode here, to be honest with you. So, it's left on an absolute bombshell. And I think, as we see Cody in front of us now, like I say, we should leave it here. So guys, bit of a longer one today. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for spending time out of your day with me. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know I certainly have. And there is plenty more to come. Having said that, I mean, we're getting close to the end, I would imagine now, of the men's Myrise. And at this point, with the schedule on, again, I don't have it in front of me. If the women's isn't finished yet, that will soon be finished as well. But that, as I mentioned earlier, will pave the way for Universe mode. So if you're excited for that, please do let me know in the comments below. Drop a like on the video if you're enjoying this so far. I know that I definitely am. And yeah, subscribe so you don't miss any more, with of course the notifications bell turned on. And hopefully I'll see you all guys back for the last one, the next one even. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day guys. Bye bye.